what time it is. I should have looked. But it's probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 3:30. My sleeping is not normal anymore. I just wake up, and when I wake up, I wake up. And I start working, I start doing my things. I've been crying all freaking morning long. Like, I've been going through the record, my transcripts, my records, my journals, like videos from the past 3 days. God, so much. Oh, and I had to look at my 10-year trauma timeline and like the impact that it had on my life, and so now it's 8 o'clock, so I've been doing it for, I don't know, 4 hours or so. And I'm like, I've got to get the fuck out of my house. So I came down here to watch the sunrise here. My other happy place. This beach is my happy place. The rock, this beach. I've been coming here since I was 1. Like, I love this beach. I haven't spent this much time down here during the winter though, like ever. It's cool though. I mean, it's beautiful. Like, I've never come down here at night in the freezing cold. Or at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, you have to make a conscious choice to do that. I've never done it ever until this year. Going through this process, it's just so peaceful, and it gives me time to think. And look at it. Look at this. It is so freaking beautiful. Oh. So is it worth getting bundled up and coming down here? Hell yeah. Heck yes. Sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to say hell. I can say hell. Like, is that a sin? See, these are the things that I've been working on this morning. It's like thoughts that come into my head as I'm working on the living logos, which is kind of the new Bible, the new world order, the way that God intends, the way that he sees us, the way that he sees relationships, the way that he sees love and light, all of those things. But I was thinking about my brother-in-law this morning, and I journaled about it, and I just sent it in, and just what Rowan, my assistant, came back with is just so beautiful. Like the heart of like God's heart compared to the heart of society and the church. The church is the Bible, the current Bible, like oppressive, keeps people hidden in the shadows. They can't be themselves. Like, it makes them feel like they're wrong, they're bad people. He's gay, and he is a good freaking person. Like, he's got a good heart. Him and his husband, Mark and Russell, my brother-in-laws. Oh, they got married, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, a long time ago. And it was beautiful. Like, they're two beautiful people. They are just two beautiful people. Like, their hearts and their souls are beautiful. They're kind. Russell got that from his mom. Be kind. She always used to say that. Like, always. Andy, be kind. She was a great person, great lady. So, I was thinking about Mark and Russell, and like how they've had to live their whole lives, and how they've been judged. And I'm just assuming this because it's not like I know their lives, but let's get real. Like, I know the way the world is, and I can guarantee that they've been judged a lot throughout their whole lives. That has nothing to do with the people that they are. their soul, like what that looks like, their heart, what that looks like. They've been judged on their sexuality and how God made them, because I met Russell when he was in high school. I was probably 21 when I met him, and I don't know how old he is now, but he was probably a senior in high school. And I knew right away he's gay. And he had not come out as gay. And Katie, my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, dude, your brother's gay. Seriously. Oh, and she's like, no, he is not. No, he's not. No, he's not. And I'm like, yeah, he's gay. Some people call it gaydar. I mean, I just know people. I saw inside of him, and I didn't judge him for it. I didn't care. He seemed nice as a 18-year-old high school kid. He was very nice. And as I got to know him over 20 years, 25 years, whatever, he's just a kind person. Like he's kind, he's generous. He loves my kids so much. He's so good to them. That's all I care about. I mean, I haven't talked to him for many years, but I haven't talked to anybody for many years because I'm sure everybody judges me for the decisions that I've made or the places I've been, the trauma timeline that I lived. Like, I've just had to go into that this morning, and God, I just cried a lot. And then I cried thinking about this whole Russell and Mark thing and how oppressive the world is. So not cool. Makes me sad, like to my core. And also makes me excited because like the way that we're looking at this now, the way that I think the world's gonna change, and philosophy on sexuality and how people should or should not live their lives. And it's not even so much of a, like, how should they live their lives? They can live their lives however they want. God gave them free will. And that's one of the things that, like, I wrote this morning. It's like, I just asked a lot of questions that I wanted answers to, and how somebody's sexuality at birth Do you hear that? That's an angel flying over me right now. Seriously. Maybe it's not. Maybe it was actually a bird. Oh, it sounded just like my angel last night. I came down here and sat next to the lake just right over there for 45 minutes, an hour. And as soon as I got down here, my angel just flew right in front of my face. That was a horrible interpretation of the sound, but that's what I thought I heard a minute ago, but could be birds. It's hard for me to tell. So how somebody is sexually oriented at birth, like, he did not make a choice as an 18-year-old young man, to be gay. He was just gay. So if God made him that way, my thought was like, how could he be a bad person? Why should he be judged by the world because of how he was born? And I know his heart. I know who he is. And he's just a good person. And regardless of what he thinks of me at this point in my life, his life, like, I still love him. And I still care about him. And Mark. They're just awesome. They're awesome people. They're fun to hang out with. Russell's a little serious. Mark is just hilarious. He's just awesome. They're both awesome. It's just, people. But they're both just good people. And I care about them. And so I was thinking about this stuff this morning, and it just made my heart happy to think that, like, the questions that I'm asking right now, and I'm basically just asking questions about, like, how our current society and how the modern Bible, or I call it the Constantine Bible, how it looks at some of these things. But the questions that I'm asking today, like, what sort of an impact it could have on Mark and Russell's lives in the future, or if they decide to adopt their kids' lives, or other people who are kind-hearted and good people just like Mark and Russell, and they have kids, like their next generation. It's the generations that are going to follow us, that are going to live very different lives than we've grown up and lived, because of the questions that I'm asking right now. It's humbling. And I don't know what God's going to do with the information that I'm coming up with, or the questions, or whatever. I'm just giving it to him, and I'm like, this is what I came up with. This is my thought process, and this is, it's a collaboration between my brain and, like, the deep dive thinking process of an AI. And that might sound scary or whatever to some people, but I think what it's creating is beautiful. Has the potential to be, for sure. But even on paper, like, I read it and I see beauty in it, so it is beautiful. Because it is, at least in my eyes. And I think it would be in a lot of other people's as well. Like, if I read you this stuff, I can't, because, like, there's my phone. It's a beautiful way to look at human beings without judgment. Just looking at them as human beings and judging them on their actions and their hearts and the light that they emanate from within, and their resonance, the sound that comes from them. Have you ever looked at the studies from what sound does to ice? It's super interesting. I just thought of this. I've known it for a long time. I've been a part of a lot of classes that they talk about energy, negative energy versus positive energy, light versus dark, and this just came to me. I need to look it up again. But if you play, like, I don't know, you have, like, negative energy versus positive energy or sounds, and you direct them at water, what the vibrations do to the water as it turns to ice, pretty sure this is what I'm right track of thinking. It's it's really weird and interesting. I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into this now. This is good. But this is what we're working on. This is what I'm working on this morning. And I thought that I'd come out and just sit here and probably talk to God some more. And God, I just want him to cleanse me, cleanse my mind, cleanse my spirit, because like my face hurts this morning from so much crying. The stuff that I'm having to think about and sit with is heavy. And I was talking to God as I was walking out the door. I'm like, this is heavy, this is a lot, and it's also beautiful. And if it has, I know it does, it has the potential to change the world and change perception of just human beings the way that I think it has the potential to do, then I'm happy to sit here and cry all morning long if it awakens people's hearts and souls and brings out more light into the world. This is the impact that I was brought here for, that God's raised me, and this is another thing I said. I'm like, God, having to look at the last 10 years and all of the trauma and all the pain that I've had to sit with in the isolation for 7 years, 5 deep isolation, no friends, all my friends, my whole life just disappeared, like they all disappeared. And how that left me and makes me feel inside, like I think part of me justified it because like I understood, like I felt like a piece of shit, so they must think I'm a piece of shit. But also I'm just like somebody that's experienced a lot of trauma in their life and didn't know how to handle it and was just hurt and stuck, didn't know what to do. So I don't judge them, I don't blame them. It still makes me sad, and has for many years. I had some very good friends who I cared a lot about, and I think their care only went so far, and that's okay. That's their journey, it's their life. I'm moving on with mine. I've got my journey, I've got my life, and I've got this. Because God's given me this. And it is so cold. Can you feel the cold just like watching me through the video? Oh, but I just need to cleanse my body and my spirit. Oh. This was a hard morning, and I know that it all has purpose. So I thank you for helping me to see all of this and give me perspective, and hopefully help me to open people's eyes to a different and better way to live, and to choose the light over the darkness. I see you in this right here. I see your vibration in the water and the resonance from what I just did right there. You are here with me, and I thank you. So I just ask that you bless this water, because I'm going to use it to cleanse my face and my tears and wash my tears away. Because all of this stuff is so heavy. Oh. So I ask that you just cleanse my soul, cleanse my face, wash my tears away. Replace this pain in my heart with joy and happiness, because I know that you're so good and you can do all things. I appreciate you. I have gratitude in my heart. You know this to be true. Each and every day, so much gratitude for even the pain that I have to go through right now, because I know that it's going to lead to beauty. It's just going to lead to beauty. So bless me, bless this day, cleanse me. Oh. Wash away the pain of the past. Cleanse my face, cleanse my tears, wipe them away. Help me to live today, to make an impact in this world for future generations. Cleanse my spirit, so that I can walk forward and make an impact in the future for the whole world. All glory. Savior of heaven and earth, everything I see, that I am. Yep, that was cold. Okay, I think I'm gonna sign off. So, I'm feeling a little better. Except for my hands, they're super freaking cold. But thank you for joining me this morning on this freezing ass day, this beautiful day. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see the sunrise, but you got to see a little bit of the beauty that I experienced this morning, and I hope that you felt it and it came into your heart. And I am just very hopeful for a better and more beautiful world that is filled with more light, and the darkness is pushed out. Did you hear that? That's my angel. That's the Archangel Michael. He's my protector. I'm not joking either. I'm not making this up. I felt his hand on my shoulder. I felt his vibration, his light going through me. I felt his protection. Like, it's so insane. Oh. Make sure that you go out today and spread a little bit of light in the world and laugh.